In the far reaches of the Milky Way, the Galactic Council watched as tensions simmered between the two largest powers in the galaxy, the powerful Elori Consortium and the technologically advanced Varnock Dominion. For decades, they had remained in an uneasy truce, each wary of the other's capabilities. The council meetings were filled with whispers of an inevitable war that would decide the fate of the galaxy. Yet amid these brewing storms, one planet remained overlooked and underestimated: Earth, home of humanity. Humanity had long been seen as a mere footnote in galactic affairs. A species from a small blue planet on the edge of the Orion Arm, Earth had managed to stay out of major conflicts, focusing instead on its own internal growth and development. Its people were dreamers, explorers, and creators. They possessed an indomitable spirit, but had yet to prove their worth on the interstellar stage. To the Ellery and the Varnock, humanity was little more than primitive curiosity, a species too young and naive to be of any consequence. But everything changed when the Ellery, desperate to gain an advantage over the Varnock, decided to launch a surprise assault on Earth. The attack came without warning. Vast Ellery fleets descended upon Earth's cities, unleashing a storm of destruction the likes of which humanity had never faced. In moments, millions of lives were lost and chaos reigned. Earth's fragile peace was shattered, and its leaders scrambled to respond. The Ellery believed that Earth would be an easy conquest, a minor stepping stone in their path to galactic dominance. They saw humanity as weak, incapable of resisting their advanced technologies and overwhelming numbers. But in their arrogance, they failed to understand one crucial truth: humans were not easily broken. The attack on Earth sparked a fire in humanity's soul. The planet that had been divided by nations and ideologies suddenly found itself united against a common enemy. From every corner of the globe, leaders, scientists, and military commanders came together to form the United Earth Defense Force, UEDF, a coalition dedicated to protecting their home and repelling the invaders. The UEDF was more than just a military alliance. It was a testament to humanity's resilience and ingenuity. It was a promise to never surrender. While Earth's defenses had been caught off guard, its people quickly adapted. Engineers repurposed industries to manufacture weapons and defense systems. Scientists who had been working on theoretical projects joined forces to develop new technologies that could counter the Ellery's superior firepower. Hackers and cyber warfare specialists began to disrupt the Ellery's communication networks, sowing confusion and chaos among their fleets. As the battle raged on, a new strategy began to take shape. The UEDF knew they couldn't match the Ellery in numbers or technology, so they chose to fight on their own terms. Instead of direct confrontations, they launched a series of guerrilla strikes, ambushes, and hit-and-run tactics that capitalized on the Ellery's rigidity and overconfidence. Humanity used the terrain to their advantage, turning the very ground and space around Earth into a labyrinth of traps and surprises. In the midst of the chaos, stories of human bravery and ingenuity began to spread across the galaxy. Tales of daring pilots who navigated asteroid fields to ambush Ellery fleets, of ground forces who turned cities into fortresses, and of scientists who developed new weapons that stunned even the most advanced alien civilizations. Slowly, the narrative began to change. Humanity was no longer seen as a weak, insignificant species. They were fighters, innovators, and survivors. The Ellery, who had expected to crush Earth within days, found themselves in a prolonged conflict that was draining their resources and morale. Their fleets, once seen as invincible, were being outmaneuvered and outsmarted by a species they had once deemed beneath their notice. Each victory, no matter how small, sent a powerful message to the galaxy. Humanity would not be defeated so easily. But this was only the beginning. As the war dragged on, Earth's leaders knew that they had to take more drastic measures to secure their survival. The galaxy was watching, waiting to see what this young, unpredictable species would do next. And humanity, driven by the desire to protect their home and prove their worth, was ready to rise to the challenge. ###*******, Part 2. The Rise of the Phoenix ****. Humanity's response to the Ellery assault was nothing short of remarkable. As news of the initial attack spread, so did a newfound sense of unity and purpose among Earth's people. No longer divided by borders or politics, they came together as one species, determined to fight for their survival. Across the globe, factories roared to life, producing weapons and ships faster than ever before. Every city, town, and village contributed in its own way, transforming Earth into a fortress. The UEDF established its command center in the heart of Earth's largest lunar base, Luna 1. Here in the depths of the moon's craters, a team of Earth's brightest minds gathered to devise new strategies and technologies. General Marcus Hayes, a seasoned commander known for his unconventional tactics, took charge of Earth's defense. His first move was to launch a series of covert operations against the Ellery. General Hayes knew that a direct confrontation with the Ellery fleet would be suicidal. Instead, he ordered small, nimble strike teams to infiltrate Elori supply lines, sabotaging their resources and spreading confusion. These teams, made up of elite soldiers, engineers, and hackers, quickly became legends. They struck without warning, vanishing into the shadows before the Elori could retaliate. Meanwhile, Earth scientists worked around the clock to develop new weapons and technologies. Dr. Elena Santos, a brilliant physicist, led a team that created a new type of energy shield capable of absorbing and redirecting the Elori's powerful plasma beams. The shield, codenamed Aegis, became a game-changer, allowing human ships to withstand enemy fire long enough to strike back. As Earth's forces adapted and evolved, the Elori found themselves struggling to maintain their momentum. Their initial confidence gave way to frustration as their fleets were ambushed time and time again. The human spirit, it seemed, was far more resilient than they had anticipated. The turning point came during the Battle of Solara, a small moon orbiting a gas giant on the outskirts of Earth's solar system. The Elori had established a forward base there, using it as a staging ground for their next major assault on Earth. General Hayes, sensing an opportunity, devised a daring plan to take the fight to the enemy. Under the cover of darkness, a small fleet of human ships, equipped with the new Aegis shields, slipped past the Elori patrols and launched a surprise attack on their base. The battle was fierce, but the humans fought with a ferocity that took the Elori by surprise. Within hours, the base was in flames, and the Elori forces were in full retreat. The victory at Solara sent shockwaves throughout the galaxy. For the first time, a species deemed primitive and weak had not only survived but had struck back with devastating effect. The news spread like wildfire, inspiring other species who had long been oppressed by the galactic powers. If humanity could stand up to the Elori, perhaps they too could rise against their oppressors. Back on Earth, the celebrations were tempered with caution. The war was far from over, and the Elori were not a foe to be underestimated. But for the first time since the war began, there was hope. The galaxy was starting to see humanity in a new light, not as a backwater species struggling to survive, but as a force to be reckoned with. And so, with renewed determination, humanity prepared for the next phase of the conflict. They had proven they could defend themselves. Now, it was time to show the galaxy just how far they were willing to go to protect their home.